Jai Jana. Om Namo Loye Sarvatrikavarti Arantanam. Om Namo Loye Sarvatrikavarti Siddhanam. Om Namo Loye Sarvatrikavarti Ayaryanam. Om Namo Loye Sarvatrikavarti Ujjayanam. Om Namo Loye Sarvatrikavarti Savanam. Eso Panchanamukkaro Sayakaro Panasno Manglalancha Servicing Padamam Hoy Manglam. Omkaram Samyuktam Nityandayanti Yoginam Kamadam Mokshidantu Omkaraya Namo Namah Namah Samaysaraya Swanu Bhutya Chikasate Chitsavavaya Bhavaya Sarva Bhavantarachire Agnanatiranam Gnana Anjana Salakaya Chaksurun Militam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah Tirthankaro Jagatana Jayavanta Varto Omkaranada Jinano Jayavanta Varto Jinana Samo Saranato Jayavanta Varto Nitirthachara Jagama Jayavanta Varto Namo Tirthanayakane Namo Omkaranadane Omkara Sangarotene Namo Te Sri Kunda Kundani Aho Upakara Jinvarno Kundan Vanidivano Jina Kunda Dvaniyata Kanano Ahote Bhagavati Matano Dhruva Achalane Anupamagati Pamela Sarve Sidane Mandi Pahon Sutyavali Bhasita Asamaya Pravratale Muje Kasudha Sada Aruti Dana Darasamaya Kare Kayanyate Marujari Paramanu Matra Nativare Jamanetrate Majagnana Nati Karakanati Vedakare Jane Jakar Modaya Nirajana Vandate Majamoksane Om Masitevyo Om Sivyo Om Sisudhamane Namaha Jai Jindra.
Hey, can everybody mute their computers? You can hear kitchen work in the background.
Today is August 26th, and actually I'm in Philadelphia with Brian Kalpana Ben's place, and there are a few of the other mumukshas also joining today. So we'll see how it goes. Let's see. So first we are going to recapitulate quickly last week what we did, and now we will start with the Tikaa for the Samaysar Gaathaarth number 6. So let's see, Gatha here. Gatha 6. So, what we did last time, we talked how the knowledge process occurs, how the knowledge gets processed into the soul. So that's what we saw it. So first we say object of knowledge, that means Gney. Gney padat, there is an object of knowledge present, and now there is a Gnan Paryay, knowledge mode. What is the knowledge mode? This knowledge mode we consider as a mirror. So what this mirror is going to do? It's going to give the reflection of the object of knowledge, and that means the mirror will be showing exactly what the peacock is present outside.
Excuse me.
The object of knowledge is there, exact same thing gets presented, and so this is called illumination of the object in the mode, means this is called gnaayakar. This is the real peacock is a gney, and the shape which is getting illuminated in the mirror, that is called gnaayak. So what I believe strongly till today, that gnaayak is a reason. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let me do that. Okay, please. Thank you. Thanks. Oh, I have to share the screen. Sorry. No, I was not sharing the screen with them, so she called me. Okay, I'm not sharing the screen, so I had to do it from here. Share the screen. Okay. Share the screen. Can you see the screen right now? Can somebody say yes or no from there?
Yes. You see it.
Chirag, can you see the screen, Chirag?
Yeah, we can
Sanjay
see.
Bhai, can you see the screen?
Yes, I can see.
Bolo. Oh, you can see the screen. Okay, good. Thank you. I think everybody is doing their own, I guess. I'm not doing them, you know. Anyway, it's okay. You can see the screen. That's good. Okay. Thanks. Bye. Okay. So, pehla su kahu gney, and because of gney, the knowledge mode is illuminating the gney. That means that's called gnaayakar. This is gney. This peacock, the original peacock is gney, and illumination in the mirror is called illumination of object in the mode, which is called gnaayak. So my knowledge occurs because of object being present. That's what my belief is there since time infinite. And Acharya Bhagwan says, I'm going to dispute that one. What's happening? If illumination of the object which is in the mirror that we see right now, and it is due to an object, then there is a presence of then this is called Gney Krut Asuddhata, means this is impurity of the knowledge mode. This is the impurity. What am I believing right now? That object is the reason, and that's why I know it. So this is not the nature of the knowledge. Knowledge will know by itself. So now Acharya Kunkul Swami is refuting this theory to us right now. And what he says in the next slide, he says, wait a second, I'm going to tell you what the real nature of the knowledge is. This is the soul substance. Right? Then soul substance has an infinite attribute, including knowledge attribute present, right? Two things are there. And from knowledge attribute, the knowledge mode is coming, and that knowledge mode, let's presume it's like a mirror. So until now, all these things that we are seeing over here, these three things that we are seeing over here, all these three things are in one unit, at least right now. The substance is there, knowledge mode is there, knowledge attribute is there, and knowledge mode is there. It's one unit. And this unit works independently. It has no relationship to anybody else. Shastra ma sabda se dravya kshetra kaal bhav ek dravya na ek જ area ma hoy, dravya kshetra kaal bhav bija ma na hoy. Means the soul substance, attribute, modes, everything is one unit, and they remain independent of anything else. Now what is happening? This knowledge mode has a shape of knowledge mode occurring in this knowledge mode independently. Independently, the shape of the knowledge mode independently decided to be in the form of a peacock right now. Where is this action occur? In the same unit. Nobody else is doing this one. And this present mode over here, this mode of the peacock that I'm witnessing right now, it's a predetermined mode which is there since time infinite. It was predetermined at the time. It was supposed to come right now at this point. That my knowledge mode will have a shape of a peacock in my knowledge mode. At that time, outside, there is the real peacock present as an object of knowledge. So between these two, there is a big differences there. Between these two substances, there's a big wall is there. This substance is a soul substance. This one is a matter substance. They both are independent. So where does the object of knowledge occur? The shape of the knowledge mode is called gnaayak. It happened within me only. Nobody else is responsible for it. Only the thing, the presence of peacock there, working as a nimit, working as instrumental cause. So it has done nothing to me. Now, remember, we took the object of knowledge. This is called object. Means Gney, means the alien objects. This is called alien objects. And in the previous slides, we decided who are the alien objects. We'll go quickly through those things and find it out who are the alien objects. Is it here or not? Let's see. Hold it. Bear with me, please. No. Oh my God, where is the slide? I'm missing that slide somewhere. This is the one. Remember when we went in detail about alien objects, we talked about alien. Who are the alien objects? First thing, it could be non-bonded quasi-karma like house, family. There are 4 types of alien objects. It's called non-bonded quasi-karma, means house, family, money, etc. can be an object of knowledge also. So non-bonded quasi-karma could be object. Maru ghar, mari car, mara paisa, mara stri putra makan. So whatever those things are, they are called object of knowledge. Object, alien objects. Then second thing could be bonded quasi-karma like physical senses and body. They are also objects. They are called objects, right? Then third thing could be material karma, and fourth thing, inclination of attachment and aversion. They are also known as a object of knowledge. They are called alien objects. We are talking alien objects. Who are those alien objects? That's what we are talking about right now. Now I'm saying that I'm not going to consider house, family, money, etc. as alien objects. I'm not going to consider physical body senses as alien objects. I'm not going to consider material karma as alien object. I'm just going to consider only inclination of attachment and aversion as alien objects. Means rag and dvesh are only per padarth. That's what I'm going to consider. Rag and dvesh are per padarth for me. That's why I'm going to consider in this Samaysar. So whenever we say alien objects, means we are talking about rag and dvesh. If I consider rag and dvesh as alien object, then material karma automatically are alien, then bodies all automatically alien objects, and house, family, money are also alien objects. So right now, I'm talking alien objects, and that means rag and dvesh. Per padarth kon thayo mara mate? Rag and dvesh. Mara mate per padarth chhe. Why? That we just, I think there's a next slide coming here. Okay, yeah, here. That I have an abscess on my foot, for example. Now, if I consider from the body perspective, then this abscess occurred within me. I went to the doctor for the treatment of this abscess because abscess is bothering me, myself. The abscess is part of me. But from the health perspective, I consider, I don't want this abscess. Take it out. Doctor, take it out. Put a cut. Do anything. Take it out. I don't want this one. So even though it is my own, it is occurring within me, my part of the body, but I don't want to keep it with me. So it's an alien object for me, that abscess. Similarly, inclination of attachment, like a rag and dvesh. From modal perspective, from paryay perspective, they are mine because it's occurring within me. Remember, this abscess is occurring within me. So same thing, rag is occurring within me. But when I see it from the dravya perspective, then they have no part of mine. They should be out. So that's why they are alien objects. Rag and dvesh are alien objects for me. So Samaysar will only consider rag and dvesh as alien objects, and then it's going to talk about it. So as long as I'm clear with the concept of alien rag dvesh as an alien objects, inclination of attachment and aversion as an alien object, then my work is getting done. Then I will be able to understand. Then I'll be able to understand the nitty-gritty thing, what Kunkun Swami wants to convey to me. What Kunkun Swami, through the madhyam of Gurudev Sri, wants to convey to me, then I'll be able to understand. So it has to be absolutely understanding on our part that what is alien objects. Rag and dvesh. Rag and dvesh. That means everybody else are definitely alien objects for me, but this is what we are going to start about it, talk about it, right? Okay, next one now we can go. So all-knowing virtue of the soul substance means gnaayak bhaav, then eternal true knowledge of the soul substance, trikali dhruv dravya, and here one considers modes and attributes as secondary in nature, gun paryay, gaun karel chhe. Means when we are talking about alien objects, Kunkun Swami doesn't stop at rag and dvesh alone as a par padarth. Kunkun Swami says that because my gnaayak bhaav is trikali in nature, trikali dhruv dravya, it's a gnaayak bhaav. It's there for eternal soul substance, forever it is there. If I am keeping attention to that part, then even my multiple attributes within me, or those modes of my pure modes occurring within me, are also not part of me when I'm considering my true nature, eternal soul substance, which is present there forever. So when I'm doing dravyadrashti, when I'm putting attention to my true nature of the soul, when I'm looking at my eternal soul substance, then at that time, even my attributes and my modes are also becoming secondary in nature. Even though they are present, even though they are within me, but they are considered secondary. So now we are taking alien substances as a next level of microscopic level. Remember, my house, my body, my material karma, my rag and dvesh, they are alien objects, we understand. But now Acharya Bhagwan pulls us deep into the water and says, remember, if you just keep eye on the eternal, eternal infinite attributes of the soul substance also, then also you are looking at the alien objects. Even though they are your own, but you're looking at the alien object. So, paryay, even though that paryay is pure in nature, even that paryay is keval gnan paryay, still it's a transient in nature, and transiency has no place in the eternity. Eternal soul substance is a pure, everlasting soul substance, and transiency has no relationship. Somebody in the New Jersey, one of my good friend, he asked me the other day a question. He says, but Siddha Bhagwan has no paryay, right? Because Siddha Bhagwan is pure. No, Siddha Bhagwan also has paryay. But that paryay is pure in nature, and that's why Siddha Bhagwan does not consider looking at the mode. He always concentrates on the eternal soul substance. So paryay is there, but it is made secondary in nature. So this is the another level of alien object. So meaning of the stanza that we are just going through it.
Can I ask a question?
What it says, attentive or non-attentive statement, apramat ke pramad dasha is not the nature of all-knowing virtue of the soul. That means gnaayak bhaav. Therefore, gnaayak bhaav is pure. Eternal soul substance does not consider its own modes also as its own, because they're transient in nature. So, apramat dasha, which is 7th gunsthanak to 14th gunsthanak. Pramad dasha means 1 to 6 gunsthanak, that we talked in great length in the 3 or 4 or 5 classes, last several classes. So those are the modes. They are transient in nature, and that's why they are not mine. It's entirely separate from alien belonging and has oneness with the self. Means I'm having oneness with myself only. I have no relationship with anybody else. Auspicious, inauspicious inclinations are non-living in nature and are devoid of any conscious element. Listen, I did the Shubh Bhaav right now. I did a Shubh Bhaav right now. I did auspicious inclination right now. I did inauspicious inclination right now. But auspicious and inauspicious inclination, they don't have consciousness present there. And because they don't have consciousness present there, that's why they are also considered as non-living in nature. And then, all-knowing virtue of the soul does not become auspicious or inauspicious inclination, because all-knowing soul substance is eternal in nature, it's a conscious element in nature, and auspicious, inauspicious inclinations are transient in nature. They don't have they don't have capacity to know, and that's why they are entirely separate from the eternal true nature of the self. Means Trikali Dhruv Atma se Shubh Ashubh Bhaav alag alag hai. Now, one who is awakened means Jagto Jeev is known as knower. Who is gnaayak? Who is knower? See, soul substance are given different name because of considering predominancy of one attribute. I have a knowledge attribute within me. So my knowledge attribute is part of the major part of the soul substance. So my soul substance can also be known as a all-knower soul substance. From knowledge perspective, it's called gnaayak. If I'm putting the darshan attribute to be a very predominant, then from darshan attribute perception, I can be told, soul substance can be called as darshak, means perceiver. And if I have the super senses bliss within me, then if I consider that attribute as predominant, then the soul substance can be called as blissful state, blissful nature of the soul, or it could be called as a Anandi Swarup, Anand Swarup Atma. So different names are given. So here we are considering this one only from the knowledge perspective. So this is a permanent state and does not turn into non-conscious element of auspicious or inauspicious inclination, as we talked about. And so now Tamat means non-attentive state, from 1st to 6th spiritual development state, and Apramat means 7 to 14 spiritual state, which we already have talked about it before. So all-knowing virtue of the soul is one indivisible nature of the soul, and therefore there is no division of spiritual development stages in it. So these are the things we have gone through detail. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to skip this slide, and now we are going to go to the real nature of the subject nature that we are going to start talking today. So part updated Gaathaarth 6 Tikaa. Okay, we'll start from this one, from Tikaa. So we are talking Samaysar Gaathaarth 6 Tikaa, and what Tikaa? What does it say in Tikaa? That it says the 2 paragraphs in Tikaa. First paragraph shows nature of the object means Gney swarup. Remember, we've just said what is the nature of the Gney that we talked about. So this Tikaa will be talking lot more thing about it. We'll be going into great detail about it. Second paragraph will just show Karta Karmano Anantamparam means unity of the doer and deed relationship. That will be second paragraph. So by this way, Acharya Bhagwan will try to tell us what's the nature of the object and what is the nature of the unity of doer and deed, how both things are there. So now, commentary on the stanza, what does it say? Soul is established and exists due to the self only. Soul is there eternally by its own self, and it exists by itself only. Now, there is no need for any alien object's help for existence. My soul substance is existing forever, and it doesn't need any help from any alien objects. Who are the alien objects? Remember, we just went through the slide. Rag and Dvesh are the main alien objects that we are considering. So am I surviving because of my Rag and Dvesh? Am I surviving because of my inclination of attachment and aversion? Answer is no here. Acharya Bhagwan says, no, that's not true. Now, the eternal soul substance is pure and without any alien attachments. Eternal pure soul substance is so pure that there is no alien attachment, means there is no rag and dvesh in it. Rag and dvesh are already called alien objects. They are not part of me. Then, ignorant soul's multiplicity point of view. Now, the multiplicity point of view means, yes, here also in Philadelphia group, we are talking what is the Anekant principle. What's a multiplicity point of view? Ignorant soul believes that from certain perspective, soul exists by self, and from other perspective, soul is existing due to alien attachment. Remember, there the 2 parts have been said. I'm existing because of myself, and I'm existing because of alien objects also. This is not called multiplicity point of view. Multiplicity point of view means only one object, means soul substance, and 2 opposite things residing in the same substance is called multiplicity point of view. Once again, multiplicity point of view means one object and 2 exactly opposite properties residing in the same soul substance is called multiplicity point of view. What was the example we used? Soul is permanent from one perspective, and soul is transient from other perspective. So permanency and transiency both are exactly opposite and residing in the soul substance, And that's why it's called multiplicity point of view. So the real multiplicity point of view, that person believes that soul exists due to self only, existence is due to self only, and does not exist because of alien attachment. So existence and non-existence perspectives are different. Existence because of my perspective, non-existence because of alien objects perspective. So in the same soul substance, two exactly opposite things are residing, and that is called multiplicity point of view. This is the real confusion in lots of people who do not understand multiplicity point of view principle, and then they start making all kind of excuses and all kind of wrong meanings and everything. But we don't want to get stuck to those kind of things. Now that we know what is multiplicity point of view, means one substance having two exact opposite things residing in one object, that is called multiplicity point of view, right? Okay. Having said that, now what we say, soul exists forever, was never originated, will never be disintegrated in the future. Soul substance is ever illuminating. Now, this eternal soul substance is ever illuminating. This soul substance is like mirror. Whatever comes in front of the mirror, everything will be illuminated in the mirror. Whatever comes in front of the knowledge mode, it will be attributed in knowledge mode, and that's a function of the knowledge mode. To illuminate, our illuminating nature of the soul substance is present in the knowledge mode, in the soul substance. Then, therefore, it's not transient nature. Means this illumination nature is not transient, it's everlasting. Forever it is present. So, all-knowing virtue of the soul means gnaayak bhaav is having direct, clear, shining radiance of consciousness. Spashta, pragat, pratyaks, prakashmanche. What is it? All-knowing virtue of the soul, which is gnaayak bhaav, is having direct, clear, shining radiance of consciousness. Means gnaayak bhaav, characteristic of gnaayak bhaav means spashta, pragat, pratyaks, prakashmanche. Spashta means whatever it is there, it illuminates. Pragat means it directly does within the knowledge mode. Pratyaks means directly within the knowledge mode, and Prakashman means illumination is there. So I'm illuminating because it's my inherent nature. I am knowing because it's my inherent nature to know about it. So this my knowing capacity is inherent nature. It's always there. So that means my knowing capacity has no effect from alien objects of outside material things. I am over here, my knowledge mode illuminates no matter what. That's my true nature. What it says there, this soul substance entirely separate from inclination of attachment and aversion. This soul substance is totally, entirely away from rag and dvesh. Remember, rag and dvesh, we just said they are the object. They are the object of knowledge. They are present over here. They are like a peacock, real peacock. This is the rag and dvesh. And over here, there is illumination of real peacock occurring. Same thing, there is illumination of rag and dvesh occurring in this knowledge mode. Remember, this is knowledge mode. This is mirror. This is peacock. Peacock is present, and knowledge mode is illuminating peacock by knowledge mode's own capacity. For example, this is the peacock over here. In one hand is peacock, and there is a wall over here. Will the reflection of the peacock, will the illumination of the peacock occur in the wall? solid wall? No. It will only show the illumination in a clear mirror. If the mirror is dirty, then also it won't show. Only clear mirror, shining mirror will show the reflection of the peacock the way it is. Same way, my shining knowledge mode, my pure knowledge mode, my inherent knowledge mode will have illumination of object, and that object is a rag and dvesh. So rag and dvesh, inclination of attachment and aversion, they are considered as alien objects, and illumination occurring within my knowledge mode is occurring because of me. So my knowledge mode knew what? My knowledge mode knew the illumination of attachment and aversion in my knowledge mode. Seems complicated. Once again, my knowledge mode ends up knowing the reflection or illumination of rag and dvesh in my knowledge mode. I'll say once again, because this is a very delicate principle to understand. In my knowledge mode, the inclination of attachment and aversion is illuminating, and my knowledge mode knows this illumination in the knowledge mode. So knowledge mode knew its own knowledge mode having illumination. A knowledge mode did not know the rag which is outside. You understand? Knowledge mode has illumination within its own mode. That's why it knows. So present impurity seen in the transmigratory soul is in the mode and is present since time infinite in the past. Now, in my present mode, there are lots of impurities are present. And these impurities are present within me since time infinite in the past. Because of my own doing, nobody asked me to be in the impure phase. But I'm in the impure phase because of myself only. Now, let's see what it says next. In transmigratory state, since time infinite, there is bondage of material karma that we know very well. In transmigratory state, in a sansari dasa, there is a bondage of material karma since time infinite. Now, material karma and soul's area occupy the same space point. Remember, we give the example. This room I'm sitting has two lights right now, and both the lights are filling the light in the whole room. The whole room is lighted with two lights. If there's only one light present, then also whole room will be illuminated. Whole room will be lighted. Two bulbs, they are also illuminating the same area of the room. If the million lights are there, they all will illuminate the same room. But each light will have its own independent existence. Similarly, soul is on one side, material karma is on the other side, but they occupy the same space point. Now, what's the next one we say here? When one looks from modal perspective, then material karma and soul's impure mode states appear to have oneness, just like water and milk mixed together. If I'm looking the material karma and soul's impure mode, two separate things, but I'm looking from modal perspective, they appear to be same. Just like when I put a water in the milk, it appears to be same, but entirely milk is separate, water is separate, that we know about it. So the same state, in the same state, when seen, now material karma and soul's inclinations are seen to appear to be together. If I'm looking from the modal perspective, they look same, But when I'm looking substantial perspective, when I'm looking for the soul substance perspective, then what happens? Karma and soul appears to be entirely separate state, even though they occupy the same space point. Let's see, there is in this room, there are two lights are there, two bulbs are there. One is a red bulb, one is a green bulb. So what kind of light it will be seen in the room? It will mixture of red and green will be seen. So a whole room will have the red and green type of light material present. But green light is gone, then green segment light will be gone from the room. If I take the red light out, red segment is gone, but they occupy same space point right now. They occupy same space point, but if I look from the substantial perspective, they both are entirely separate. So that's what our author wants us to know about it. Then what he says, all-knowing virtue of the eternal soul substance, gnaayak bhaav, is indivisible, is in the indivisible form. It is never in the multi-form. Gnaayak bhaav, soul substance, eternal soul substance, is always in one unity only. And it is never in multiple form. It's only one unit only. Now, auspicious, inauspicious inclinations of the soul are the reason for bondage of material karma, that we know very well. Then, these auspicious and inauspicious inclinations are in multi-form. Means, punya bhav, pap bhav, there are multiple forms are there. But soul substance is only one form is there. Then, these inclinations do not have consciousness within and therefore are considered non-living in nature. Auspicious and inauspicious inclinations, subh and ashubh, they don't have knowledge attribute within them. They don't have knowledge elements within them. Knowledge element is separate and auspicious or inauspicious inclinations are separate in the soul. Knowledge means knowledge mode has a consciousness present. This auspicious, inauspicious inclination, they don't have consciousness present. So they are also considered as non-living for that perspective. All-knowing virtue of the eternal soul substance has consciousness within, and therefore both are separate in nature. Whole concept in this slide, Acharya Bhagavan wants us to know that soul substance and auspicious and inauspicious inclinations, they are entirely separate in nature. That's what he's trying to convince us. And so we have to get understanding, because we have been explained properly that what's the true nature of the soul, what's the true nature of the auspicious, inauspicious inclinations. So here, bright light of the conscious element has never become the darkness of auspicious and inauspicious inclination. Knowledge mode is considered as a bright light. Then auspicious, inauspicious inclinations are considered as a darkness. So this light will never stay with the darkness. Therefore, all-knowing virtue of the soul has never become attentive or inattentive form, pramat or apramat form. We already have talked before what is apramat, what is pramat, what is attentive phase, what is inattentive phase, because they are modal in nature. They are modes in nature. They are not part of me. I am the eternal soul substance. So the both things are separate in nature. Therefore, there are no divisions of spiritual development stages seen in the eternal soul substance. Eternal soul substance does not have all these divisions of first gunsthanak to 14 gunsthanaks. All-knowing virtue is full of knowledge, bliss, detachment, and peace, and is without influence of attachment and aversion. So all-knowing virtue means a soul substance has a peaceful nature within, total knowledge within, and it is detachment is within, but it cannot have influence of attachment and aversion, It cannot have auspicious, inauspicious inclination within. So, all knowing virtue of the soul being pure, that means all knowing virtue of the soul is always pure. It has never become the mode of auspicious, inauspicious inclination. One worship this state as separate from the virtue of the alien objects, means pardravyana bhaav, then he ends up experiencing purity form. If I just separate my true nature, eternal true nature, from auspicious and inauspicious inclination, I just make them separation. I just do the bhed gnan. I just do that discriminated science. I separate those two elements separately. Then I'll be experiencing pure form of my soul. Once the eternal form is worshipped, then there is automatic loss of attention from the altered state. Remember, as we said, my attention could be focused on one thing only, either alien objects or my eternal true nature of the soul. I can have only one attention, alien objects or my eternal true nature of the soul. Once I have my faith towards the eternal true nature of the soul, that means I'm taking my attention away from the alien objects of the world. That means, what are the alien objects? Alien objects are the rag and dvesh. So either I pay my attention to rag and dvesh, or I pay my attention to the eternal soul substance. There is nothing in between. It is either or. Either I'm on the alien object side, or I'm with my true nature of the side. There is nothing in between. So that's what we have to keep in mind. Faith attribute, Shraddha Gun, has only two possible alternatives. One is it's Shraddha for the alien objects, par padarthi Shraddha, or Shraddha of the true nature of the soul, means Trikalik Gnaayak Bhavani Shraddha. Only two forms of faiths could be there. So do I want alien objects of faith or my true nature of the faith? It all depends on me what I want. Here, the mode of the knowledge and faith which has given up its attention from alien objects and at the same time draw its attention to the eternal true nature of the self, then it has been said that he has worshipped his true nature of the self. How do I worship my true nature of the self? How do I do worship of my eternal self? What it means? Take my attention from the alien objects, bring my attention to the true nature of the self. That means I did the worshipping of my true nature of the self. As such, soul substance is pure eternally. But when the mode brings his attention to the eternal true nature of the self, then it is known as pure. See, I'm pure. I'm pure eternally. Eternally, I'm a pure substance. But when I bring the attention to myself, then I'm considered as a pure. If I don't look at my pure self, remember, I had $1 million in the bank, and suddenly I forgot that I have $1 million in the bank. They are present on my name, but I just totally forgot. I didn't pay attention to that one. And now, because I don't have money in my pocket, so I just work as a taxi driver. I become the Uber driver, and I try to just make the money here and there because I forgot that I have $1 million present in the bank. Now that when I look at my $1 million in the bank, then I'm a millionaire at that time. Otherwise, my attention is to my weakness, my poorness, my poverty. And so even though I have money in the bank, I don't understand that part, and that's why I remain poor. Similarly, I'm pure from eternally, but I did not put attention to that. If I put attention to that, then definitely I'm a pure in nature, right? here one takes into account of only the material karma as an alien object, as they have closest relation with the eternal soul substance. Remember, here Acharya Bhagwan takes little different approach for transiently, and he digresses slightly, and instead of saying rag and dvesh as a alien object, he says material karma as an alien object, just because it is difficult for me to accept rag and dvesh as material karma. So he says, don't worry. Rag and dvesh are alien objects. If you don't understand, then at least you know material karma are alien objects. So let's just talk from that perspective. So he's trying to make it easier for us to understand. So how is the rag and dvesh originated? How is the inclination of attachment originates? So that's what he's trying to say over here. It says, in the eternal soul substance, there is absence of any inclination of attachment. Eternal soul substance is pure, and there is no inclination of attachment present at all, none whatsoever. Then the inclination of attachment is seen in the modal form only. In the modal form, I'm seeing the inclination of attachment. Okay, then this leads to attentive and non-attentive phase. Remember what happens when I'm looking at a modal form, not my eternal true nature, but modal form, then this leads to attentive and non-attentive phase. Means this leads to my gunsthanak phase. From 1 to 14 gunsthanak phases are coming. 1 to 14 spiritual development states are coming, because I am not paying attention to my eternal true nature, and I'm looking at my modal form. So when I'm in a modal form, then apramat and pramat dasa is generative. Now, all-knowing virtue of the soul, gnaayak bhaav, what does it do? With eternal nature, with eternal nature means Tikaa swarup, without any of its mode. Means, who is the all-knowing virtue of the soul? It's an eternal soul substance, and over here the modes are also made very, very transient in nature, means secondary in nature, means I don't consider any modes presence right now, just to consider when I'm looking at the eternal soul substance. No attentive or non-attentive inclinations are present, because modes are considered secondary, and attentive and non-attentive phase occurs in the modes only. So pramat apramat bhavno abhav. So in the eternal true nature of the soul, I'm considering as modes as secondary. That means attentive, non-attentive phases are also considered secondary, and absence of auspicious, inauspicious inclinations are also made secondary. One has taken away his attention from fruition of karma and directed it to the eternal true nature of self. Means even now he is trying to tell us, who am I? So he's trying to say, who am I? I'm eternal true nature of the soul. I am considering my modes as secondary, and auspicious, inauspicious inclinations occurs in the mode, so those are also secondary. And pramat and apramat bhav means attentive and non-attentive phase, means 1 to 14 gunsthanak, they are also secondary because they are in the mode. That is my true nature of the self. It is like supreme soul. This is when I'm looking at my true nature of the soul, considering my modes as secondary, considering my auspicious, inauspicious inclination as secondary, consider as my attentive, non-attentive phase as secondary, then this is like supreme soul. This is like Jin Swarup. I am a Jin Swarup. It is within me. And eternal entity means I am a Dhruv Swarup also. and I'm indivisible, means I'm abhed, and I'm eternal existence without any changes. Samanya. So there are 4 kind of adjectives used for the eternal soul substance. That it is supreme, it is like a supreme soul, it is eternal entity, it is indivisible, and eternal existence without any changes. So Samanya, Abhed, Dhruv Swarup, Jin Swarup is my gnaayak bhaav. So this is the way the author gives us so much concentration on the eternal true soul, and it says, consider everything as secondary. Know first, you have to know everything first, and knowing everything, now you start making everything secondary. So that's what he's trying to do. So that's what we are trying to do over here. Right now, I think our time is up, so we'll stop over here. If there's any question, we'll entertain your question. And if not, we'll just meet next week. But let's take a minute or 2 for any questions.
Kirit bhai. Kirit bhai. સંભળાય છે?
એમને નથી સંભળાતું.
ઓકે.
ઉભા રહો, હું એમને કહું છું.
If not, then I think we'll just try to wrap it up over here. Okay. जावानी के ज्ञान से सूझ. हाँ, सुष्मिता बोलो.
કિરીટભાઈ, તમારો ફોન મ્યુટ પર છે. તમારું આ એટલે કોઈક સવાલ પૂછે છે, તમને નથી સંભળાતું. અમે બધું.
Oh, okay. Somebody's asking. Let me try to see if I can. Okay, let me try. Okay, hold it.
Okay.
Okay. I think somebody's trying to ask me question, but I'm not able to hear them. So I'll see what is happening here. No, somehow everybody is.
ઓકે, વાંધો નહીં, હું પછી પૂછી લઈશ.
Kirit uncle, I have a question. Can you hear me?
Audio option. Deconnect, compare now. Compare you connected. You know, I'm not able to see anybody. How I can
एकदम नीचे sir.
Here. Hold it. Let me see.
You look at participants.
Lower hand. Unmute. 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 Anybody has question that you can ask me, because I'm trying to.
Kirit uncle, can you hear me?
From here.
Hold on, Chirag, hold on. He's trying to.
ઓકે, પછી પૂછી લેશું.
ઉભા રહો ને.
हाँ बोलो.
હલો, કિરીટભાઈ, અંકિત કહે છે તમારું વોલ્યુમ મોટું કરો.
Oh, volume. Okay, 1 second. Huh. Anybody has question? I can hear. I can now hear. Anybody question, please?
Hi, Kirit uncle.
हाँ बोल बेटा.
Okay, so my question is, we talked about paryay being rag dvesh being par padarth in our agnani ની વાત કરીએ તો સિદ્ધ ભગવાન હોય એને પર એની પર્યાય એને શું કહેવાય? પર પદાર્થ કહેવાય કે ઈ સ્વદ્રવ્ય કહેવાય? શું કહેવાય?
Now, a very valid question that you are raising, that if I'm saying that my modes are also considered as secondary in nature, even though they are present, but I'm considering them as a secondary. So what happens to Siddha Bhagwan? Does he have the modes number 1? And does he consider his modes as secondary? Yes. He has a modes also. He considers his modes as secondary, even though in his mode, whole universe gets illuminated, but still his main attention is focused to the eternal true nature of the soul substance only. So because his attention is focused on true nature of the soul only, the rest of the things become secondary in nature. I'm driving right now and I'm driving home and I want to go home. So I see lots of signboards on the freeway. exit number this, exit number that, and this and that. I read them, but I don't pay attention to them. Only when I see the Thunderbird Road exit, that is my home, that's where I have to take exit. So my attention is there only. Rest of the thing, it comes, but I just consider them as secondary. I don't pay attention to them. Same way, Siddha Bhagwan also has a mode. In that mode, a whole universe gets reflected, past, present, future activities, but he doesn't have any attention. He doesn't have any interest. His attention is focused on the true nature of the soul, eternal true nature of the soul.
My question is, if he has Sud Paryay, is that considered Parapadarth or no?
Even the Suddha Paryay is also considered as a Parapadarth for soul's perspective. For eternal soul perspective, even the infinite attributes are also considered secondary, and even all the modes are also considered secondary. Yes.
Okay.
Even though it's a pure, it's considered secondary.
Thank you.
Any other question?
હા બસ એ જ સવાલ હતો કે સિદ્ધાર્થમાની અંદર કેવી રીતના પર્યાય હોઈ શકે છે એ જ નહોતું સમજાતું.
No, Suddharma Paryay hoy ben. Suddharma has a Paryay. So because remember, a substance cannot exist if there is no attributes and modes. A substance definition means substance having modes and attributes combined together. So every substance has to have modes. Darek દ્રવ્ય ને પર્યાય હોય ન હોય. પર્યાય ન હોય તો દ્રવ્ય ન હોય.
ઓકે
પર્યાય શુદ્ધ હોય સિદ્ધ ભગવાન, પર્યાય અશુદ્ધ હોય આપણે મિથ્યાત્વી. પણ પર્યાય, but do I pay attention there or do I not pay attention there? That's the subject over here, you know.
ઓકે
Right? Okay, any more question? No? Yes?
No, we are good, Kirit bhai.
Huh?
It was good. We are good.
All right. So then shall we do closing now?
Okay.
Okay. जावाणी के ज्ञान से सूझे लोकालोक, सोवाणी मस्तक नमो सदा देत हूँ ढोक. नमो नमो का मंत्र. नमो अनंतान नमो सिद्धान नमो आर्यम नमो जम नमो लोय सौसाम. नमो अनंतान नमो सिद्धान नमो आर्यम नमो जम नमो लोय सौसाम. नमो अनंतान नमो सिद्धान नमो आर्यम नमो जम नमो लोय सौसाम. नमो अनंतान नमो सिद्धान नमो आर्यम नमो जम नमो लोय सौसाम. नमो अनंतान नमो सिद्धान नमो आर्यम नमो जम नमो लोय सौसाम. नमो अनंतान नमो सिद्धान नमो आर्यम नमो जम नमो लोय सौसाम. नमो अनंतान नमो सिद्धान नमो आर्यम नमो जम नमो लोय सौसाम. नमो अनंतान नमो सिद्धान नमो आर्यम नमो जम नमो लोय सौसाम. नमो अनंतान नमो सिद्धान नमो आर्यम नमो जम नमो लोय सौसाम. जय जिनेन्द्र. मिच्छामि दुक्कडम.
જય જિનેન્દ્ર.
જય જીનેન્દ્ર જય મિચ્છામિ દુક્કડમ. આ જરાક મોકલી આપજો.
हाँ आप मोकली. I'll just send it out. Okay.
ઓકે
થેન્ક યુ. થેન્ક યુ કિરીટભાઈ.
Ciao.
Thank you.
Bye.
બાય.